Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So many of you will notice it's quite late at night, both in-game and out of game. 8:28 to be exact. I decided to do one more episode for tonight, and hopefully it takes 30 minutes, that way when Red gets on we can play Left 4 Dead 2 or something. Oh god. Needed that. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, last episode took me a while to find it, but I did find the damn cutscene that I was missing. Where our character, after defeating the Light Warden, was able to absorb it, and unfortunately suffer many issues as a result. Mainly the fact that the light is starting to slowly beat us out. You figure after about 3 we were doing fine. Number 4 kicked our ass a little bit. Now the question is, can we get number 5 in Calussia, where Vol 3 is hopefully, well, not hopefully, but almost guaranteed to be protecting everyone's life. Alrighty, but main mission? Head to the Ocular. I'm hoping that last episode was 30 minutes. It felt like it was 30 minutes. There was a lot going on in that one. Epic game music.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest? That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrand. Only one remains, that of Calussia, and with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrand once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First, a chance for the people to rebuild their world.
Never.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. It would be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you.
What an insight.
You won't object if I borrow your plaything? In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star.
Ooh.
Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering, me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th.
So wait a minute, you destroyed it?
It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
But you destroyed one of the reflections. Doesn't that mean you can't use it?
From a purely Ascian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
It's so weird though, learning that. I remember that every time I play this, I'm just like, I'm so confused as to that information. It's just... So, your logic was, let's go to a planet and mess it up. So they messed with one of the reflections so badly that it destroyed it and made it empty void. So, your conditions unchanged? Good. If you both hold out until the end of the coming battle, I'm confident we can find a remedy for your affliction. But that's just so weird. So for what have we, not since the Japanese attack or strong fully become, we'll do my utmost to support you and your fellow warriors of darkness. But that information's so weird. Because the problem is that every time they bring a reflection in, it causes a calamity. And the end goal is we're going to reunite all of the shards so that the source becomes whole again. But if you turned one of these shards into a freaking dark void of nothingness, you'd have to find a cure for it to make it to where you can redo another calamity on the source and have it reunited. The only problem is you'd have to discover if there's even a possibility of being able to do it, which I'm assuming they're still trying to figure out whether they can do it or not. But the problem is if you can't do it, then what's the point even doing the rest of the rejoining? Yes, to my less profound thought, giving reason for further questions. Maybe you escaped the Sundering, but what of those who didn't? Why, the very beings were divided into 14, of course. Yet by our power, we unsundered Ascians may raise up one of their fragments to their original office. So this is in itself bear explaining, so the names by which you know us are not, in fact, our names. Be it Elidibus, Labrea, or Hydaelyn, all are titles of office, and when an office is vacated, it may be filled by another. Over the eons, I have overseen several changings of the guard among our sundered brethren, And in such instances, the vacancy title ordinarily goes to another fragment of the self-same soul. While it is by no means impossible to raise up wholly unrelated individuals, 'tis we who fervent entreaties brought forth Lord Zodiac, whose souls he claimed in the beginning, who make the truest servants. So if you defeat all the Ascians of the Swords, then no one will remain to raise up a new Ascians, and our kind would eventually fade from existence. You would like that, wouldn't you? Oh, feel free to dream, to come crying to do so. Actually, I want to ask him that too. Let's ask him that too, it's gonna be fun. There may come a day when I reveal my true name to you, but this is not it. Of course, you may well die none the wiser, but life is full of such disappointments. Exit the Ocula. Alright, we're going in. Hey look, random player. Oh, you thought the up down right. Alright. Take the right. Right? Right. Oh, it's good. Good milk. Alrighty. Actually, is my armor fully repaired? Yes, it is. Couldn't remember. Yes, or what could it be? There, Irene, the others have gone ahead to reconnoiter the gate town. We are to follow shortly. It's been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Eorzeea? Since we faced Lord Vol3, and I felt such fury as I've never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage there was something else. First I was unsure what it was, but in the course of the struggles I found the answer. Vol3's self-righteousness is his absolute belief that he and he alone is the cure of the world's ills. I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. I saw something. He's the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and I have shared in his affliction. I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with good grace, I did, is another question. Wizarine, did you sense the light ward? Not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we run away in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. As precaution, may I ask you to go first to ensure that the path is clear. The closer we are to Eorzeea, the more I worry about that Reen may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. As I am now, I don't think any people will recognize me as the Oracle, but Thanker did always warn against taking unnecessary risks. Go on, Aiden, we are following on. Alrighty, let's go. What the hell was that jump? It's like me jumping in real life. Ain't got no skills. Can't be twisted. More Left 4 Dead 2. So we keep discovering more and more broken freaking servers. That's the real action. Oh, well. Yeah, the civilian base did not respond and continues incoherent rambling. That's not good. Means the crazy people out here. Agitated mind. Old Vol3, we hear, we obey. Ah. Oh, I sense a hostile presence. I see why. The trans citizen. Maybe people. These people are the weirdest things I ever fought in this game. But the only equivalent is, was it Tesline, I think? The one girl that got and turned into a Sin Eater. She's the only one that's the most like terrifying one, like that. In terms of like, if you're gonna use a horror element of just somebody humanity getting taken from, that's it. Those ones just are creepy just because it's like a blank stare face, and I have absolutely no idea how to respond to that. But it's really the body movements that are weird. They're like Gollum with twice the height. Long live Lord Volsbury. Long live Lord Volsbury. Okay, have fun, guys. Freaking weirdos. Oh, long live the king. Long live the king. Stupid idiots. Oh god damn it. Leave me alone, bitch. You can't touch this. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. Alright, in the clear. Now we're up from spare. Hey look, it's anchored. He's the weirdo running in circles. What's happening? What's with everyone? I don't know. Waving at him. Just a couple people trying to figure out what's going on. Our mission has begun on a strange note. Good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take you note of the people behaving strangely along the path. It's more of the same here. Your Stola and Eorzea are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. You guys are clearly turning your own on this mind when I ask you what makes of all this. Okay. People acting weird.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthri's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
Nah, they're all acting weird.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alfino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
Friend.
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alfino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things, and whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorthri starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
'Tis like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armorang.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through. Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorthri after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. You will douse this stuff out.
No, it couldn't be. I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Yeesh.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorthri wieldeth power over Sin-Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up Sin Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
Go kick his ass.
These Sin-Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave.
Oh.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorthri's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
Let's go kick his ass. But we have to talk to everybody first. It's always fun to talk to everybody. One is gripped by an unshakable sense of foreboding. Let's proceed with all care. You're likely to encounter Zhed again. One can only hope he's still licking his wounds. Even without him, Yulmore is an eminently defensible city, as you doubtless gleaned during your visits. As for inside its walls, I almost mistook it for a dear old Lamenza, but it's full of unpleasant surprises, all of which is a long way of saying, be on your guard. The most level of the city houses Volthri's chambers. You must be keeping the warden close. Sin Eater, wicked white, we all scoffed the stuff without a second thought. I never got near as much as the others, but hey, the bit of greens and many fish I got by on don't seem so bad anymore. No, they do not, friend. Fine, I ain't shaking with fury, but fine. Let's go. And Volthri should be surprisingly exert his influence over the people bespeaks his desperation. He will not go quietly. Alrighty, but before I started, disclaimer, warning, heads up. I originally played this same exact difficulty, aka normal, that we always play this on, because this is just a regular mission. If it doesn't go well on normal, I'm not going to keep trying 30 times. I'm just going to set it on easy when we fight something. So when we fight that said thing, and there's a possibility of a small jump cut if it doesn't work out the first time. Reason number 1, I don't care. Reason number 2, I just don't care. And 3, I just don't want to keep trying. It's gonna take me a dozen times, but sometimes I notice, like, with the different classes, depending on the weapons you have, that might have had a huge impact at the time, because I never tried it since I got the newer gear that I have now, so it makes me quite questionable in it. When we step through the gates, we shall find not the place of hedonistic pleasure we will remember, but a battlefield. If we're prepared for this, then let us sally forth. Again, I've tried it on normal, and I've lost, because the way the boss fight goes. But I don't know how it's going to work out this time. If everything goes well, then I'm just going to play the hell out of it.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise!
This guy, shut up.
Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away!
The voice actors for all three, I love them. Weird.
Long live Lord Vorthree.
Blank staring zombies. Fun stuff.
He would use his own people as shields.
Why would that surprise you?
This area is older than Gate Town. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vorthry's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alphano. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
I like their idea of don't hurt the civilians. It's not their fault. Same thing the Russians said about their civilians, but for some reason the Germans just kept going through them. And then when the Germans got attacked, then the Germans said the same thing. Oh,
Keep it up!
Yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. If I remember correctly, it could end badly. Although if I remember correctly, I have a little bit better control of my abilities now since I actually started using everything. It's just in terms of damage overall, my character just doesn't have a lot of damage to go well. I think that's why I sit there and say, hey, I might have to restart this on an easier one, because depending on your class, it had a huge impact on gameplay.
May the 12 guide you.
Like, if I was like a Dark Knight max level, well, I'd storm through this easy. You got high damage, you got like nothing to worry about. But reality, playing your frickin' bard, my level went back down to 77, so. Oh yeah, and I think it also switches my weapon level limit up too. Think at it. What is this?
Right here.
I also left quick on. Forgot about this. I think I originally used quick on when I played this. I think I did all my other abilities. It's ass. Knock it down. Next level. We got one more group. Yes, one more group. Hope the Alphino's got one. Although I don't know if you have to fight more than 4 of these guys. I think so. Oh no, you do. Maybe Alizé does. Yeah, it might just be Alizé. Yep, door opens. Hey look, random bitches.
Pay me back later.
Go for the red bitch. Actually, no, I might want to go for the blue one. Doing this.
Show's over. I'll break your funny bone.
No, you won't. I got Alphino's back. Kind of limiting some of my abilities in case with the other fight. This ain't even the boss fight I'm talking about. This is like a mini boss fight. She should die on her own.
for you. You think this is funny?
Yes, it is. I just killed your sister, bitch. Na 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 na. Oh no. Glory. It sets me a bad reminder of another freaking YouTube video I watched. Oh my god, it was funny when I saw that. I'm just gonna keep using the same abilities. Burst shot should be fine. I just don't want to use my abilities in case I need them. Ow, that hurts. Yeah, I bet it does, bitch. Come on, Elf, now let's go to the next level. Now we got the understory. Remember, there are 3 separate levels here. Well, I guess you count 4 if you include Gate Town. Well, 3 inside Yulmore itself. And look, friends. Big friend. Jesus, friend. I'm out. Da 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 da. Also, this could be where the jump cut kicks in. Enjoy it if I win. If I don't, I gotta redo that entire section again and have to suffer from crippling depression. I love life. On the road again. Hey look, old man friend.
You will find my master in his chamber.
Oh, you let me walk in? Thanks.
But only should you kill me this day. And you will not.
Why do you go so far? You're one of his puppets too?
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthry's ideals of my own volition.
Oh, that's even worse.
Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
Hey, here's hoping I don't lose. I'm probably gonna lose. Wanna fight, bitch? Alright, let's do it. Do that, do that, do that. This. It's his ability, AoE attack. Not worried about it. Easy dodge, easy dodge. Keep her going, keep her going. Can't get me, bitch. Oh, forgot about this. I need to keep using Venomous and Stormbite. I always forget about those 2 abilities. See, now that part where I said I use his abilities too much. That's exactly what I meant. Oh yeah. Damn it, old man. Quit it. not gonna hit by that. Oh, when in doubt, use this. So which ones go first? This one. That one's out. I can hide here. Give me clear. I sure hope I do enough damage. I'm gonna be really pissed off if I don't do enough damage. I might do enough. I don't know. Keep trying, gotta keep trying. Keep trying, gotta keep trying. Keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. Got it. Now I gotta get him before that ability kicks off. Come on, 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 come on. Come on, come on. It's getting very close, getting very close, getting very close. I think I got it. Yes! Yes! I got it. First time I did it. Woo! First time I did it. Woo! Yeah, I got it, boy. Oh, I'm so happy. That's the first time I did that. At least on normal, anyway. Always had to play it on easy. Alright, Aideen? Are you alright, Aideen? Jesus Christ, I put 30 words together at once. Citizens bear to calm down for the moment. I can only assume Vol 3 is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can. Oh, let's hurry up before the old fat man comes back. What the hell is that fat guy doing? Oh, he ate something and had feathers. Yeesh.
Lord Vorthri! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused! And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance. For the future of all in Norvrant.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong. The Warden, it's not just a Sin Eater. It's a man.
Fat ass. Oh, hell no.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this?
The same one where you can turn your neck 180 degrees. I know that a lot of fat in there, and I doubt the bone exists, but Jesus.
There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high. I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Ah!
Fat ass.
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
That fat ass just eat the fork?
No. Stop him. Thancred, stop him!
Hey, he's gonna choke on it. He ate a freaking fork. Am I gonna have to be the one to sit there and say it? No way in hell are those wings able to carry that fat ass. That's a crime against humanity just against those wings.
Where did he go?
Somehow he flew. Still don't understand how those damn wings were able to carry his fat ass. Some people's legs can barely carry their fat ass. That little freaking wings just did an impossible feat. They did what a tank couldn't do.
What in the heavens?
I seriously doubt that mountain can even carry his fat ass.
Did Vorthree do that?
No, God did. He had to help the poor bastard out somehow. We must give chase? How do we get up there? I say, how do we get up there?
Wait!
Yes, Alphinaud?
That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphinaud.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
Be quick about it. You don't need my permission. I'll help too. Always gotta help out, though.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthri's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
I still question how those wings actually carried him to that damn mountain so fast. Actually surprised this entire freaking city was able to hold his fat ass. Somehow the wings did, and the mountain. That's when we learned the mountain. He's not even on top of the mountain. The mountain just dislocated itself just because it didn't want to take the risk. He saw him coming and was like, oh hell no. I'm crumbling. Good news, Hydaelyn. It would seem that Reen is indeed able to reverse the effects of Volthri's influence. Even as we speak, she tends to the afflicted in turn. Problem being, there's no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting and would appreciate your help if you're willing. Now turn to Aetherite in Eorzeea. Well, I've already attended to that issue. But I think it's a good place to end here. That's the question. Let's head back to the Crystarium. Mainly because there's a lot of people here in Eorzeea. But we'll probably use this last few moments as we run to the end. Basically, I don't think I'm gonna have time to play this tomorrow. Yay, tomorrow's Saturday. No, actually, wait, tomorrow's Saturday? No, tomorrow's Friday. It's only Thursday? Why does it feel like a Friday to me? I don't know. Sometimes that sucks. But before I get too far off the record, and we head back. I might have time tomorrow. I probably won't. If I don't, I'll just have to make a decision on when I want to deal with that next. Or play this next. I might have a little bit of time tomorrow. Just depends how I feel probably when I get home. No work tomorrow. It's a fun day. Besides that, I might have time in the morning, but I might choose relaxation over actual work. If a little bit of time pops up, maybe I will. Just probably depends on how I feel at the time. Besides that, in terms of content, more of this. Always this. I like Final Fantasy XIV. Going to keep playing it. Nearing the end. Fun. Before I get too much further off on the tangent, all I have to say is this. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we'll head back to Eorzeea, see who we can all help, and for the love of Christ, figure out how that fat ass was able to get on that mountain, use them wings, and not result that mountain in crashing back down into the earth. Always fun stuff when you play this game. I will be sure to see you guys next time. Thanks.